Hi everybody, so this is going to be my 3 weeks postpartum update. I'm sorry that little Miss Emma isn't in the vlog today. She's just a little bit fussy and wasn't cooperating, so she's hanging out with her dad and having some snuggle time. But I will put a clip in at the end for you guys to see her. Let's see, so 3 weeks postpartum. As far as me is where we'll start. Everything's going really well. I definitely don't feel like I just had a baby 3 weeks ago. My body has bounced back very quickly and I haven't really had any issues or repercussions, kind of getting back to normal. So that's really good. I'm really excited about that. As far as weight loss goes, in addition to what I've already lost, which I mentioned in my vlogs last week, I lost another like 2 to 3 pounds this past week, which is great. Like I said, I think in my last week's vlog, I'm not really doing anything or really concerned about the weight at this point in time. It's just kind of been coming off on its own. I haven't done anything, changed my diet or any of that kind of stuff. Only just been breastfeeding, and that definitely, as always, will help with your weight loss, and just the rest of it is, you know, obviously just coming off because that's kind of what your body does. So I'm really excited about that. I'm like 6 pounds away from where I would have started, where I was when I got pregnant. So that's exciting. And then obviously my goal is to lose a little bit more because I had put on some weight before I got pregnant again, and then I was already wanting to lose weight. So I will definitely be working towards that, but not for anytime soon. So that's pretty much it for me. As far as Miss Emma goes, she's doing really good. She definitely is hitting her 3-week growth spurt this week. I've noticed she's a little bit more fussy and she's definitely a little bit more hungry. Her feeding schedule right now is anytime that she's awake, she usually is on like a 2-hour feed schedule. Anytime she's asleep, like overnight, it's always 3 hours. So she's usually awake in the morning for a couple hours, and then in the evening for a couple hours. So during those times, like I said, she's on a 2 hours feeding schedule. Like I mentioned, she's kind of hitting her 3-week growth spurt, so she's having some cluster feeding times where she wants to eat sooner than the 2 or the 3 hours. So that's kind of to be expected. But other than that, I mean, she's doing really good. She's still a really good sleeper. Through the night, I have to wake her up to eat. So she's just an awesome baby. Besides being just a little bit extra fussier this week, you know, she really doesn't really cry too much. The only time she cries is when she's hungry. She lets me know right away that she's hungry. And then when she's gassy, that's obviously uncomfortable. So those are the 2 times that she cries, but beyond that, I mean, she's a really easygoing baby. So that's really exciting, and it's such a blessing because it makes my life a whole lot easier. So I think that's pretty much it as far as the postpartum update goes for Miss Emma and myself. As far as breastfeeding goes, everything's been going great. I'm so happy that we haven't really had any complications whatsoever with that. It's such a blessing. She is eating really good. My supply is really good. I haven't had any issues with that. I have started pumping a little bit more. Right now I'm at like, I try and pump at least 3 times a day. At least 2, but my goal is usually about 3. Once in the morning, once in the afternoon, once at night. I always try and pump right away in the morning because that's when I have the most supply. That's the only time that I feel really, you know, super engorged even after she's eaten. So I always have a really good pump in the morning. The afternoon one may or may not get done, and then the evening one I always get done as well. So that's going good. Right now I have about 40 some ounces bagged and frozen for when I will be going back to work. So that's exciting, and I'll continue to build that supply. Last week, she did actually end up having to use a bottle for one feeding. I had a family emergency come up, and I needed to leave in the afternoon, and my husband was home with the baby, and she was hungry. So I had pumped some milk in the morning, like I said, because that was my usual schedule, and he ended up having to use it. So he gave her the bottle. It definitely wasn't a part of the plan. I wasn't planning on having her starting to bottle feed at least for a couple more weeks with my husband. But it is what it is. She did really good. She did have a little bit of confusion at first, he said, with the bottle, and then, you know, with the flow of it being so much faster than when she's nursing. But she got the hang of that, and she hasn't had any kind of nipple confusion at all, so that's really, really good, because she had she ate from the bottle perfectly, and then she went right back to nursing. There wasn't any problems with that, and she's never had any problems with that as far as if she's using a passy or a bottle. The times that we've had to use a bottle, she just adjusts. So I'm really, really, really thankful for that, because I know that that can be an issue for some people as well. But it hasn't been for her. As far as passy goes, within the past week, she's really started to use the passy a lot more. She was not interested very much with that at all the first 2 weeks. But as she's kind of started to get a little bit fussier in the past week, she has been using that a little bit more. She has 2 styles right now. She has like the soothing one, and then I did get her a tummy tippy nook. The big soothing one she really, really likes. She uses those a lot more. She's just starting to get the hang of the tummy tippy one. I think it was a little big for her mouth initially, but she's starting to use that one a little bit more, but she still prefers the soothing one over the tummy tippy nook. So she's kind of, I don't know how she's going to be with the passy, but it does help calm her down when she's kind of in those little fussy spurts. But I think that's pretty much it. I don't really have too much else to update you guys on. Everything's going really well for us. So yeah, I will update you again next week when we hit 4 weeks postpartum, which is crazy. I feel like time is going by so fast. It's unbelievable. I can't believe she's almost a month old. Like, where does the time go? But other than that, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to you guys for following along with us, and for all your nice comments and your love and support. It means so much to us. I can't believe that we are almost at 400 subscribers. That is insane and so exciting. So thank you a million times over for all your great comments, and like I said, your love and support. So I will show you the belly, and then I think we'll be done for this week. Okay, so here is 3 weeks postpartum. Everything, like I said, is starting to look pretty normal. I'm in all of my regular clothes. I still have this nice little loose part of skin, but I'm happy with how it's been going so far. Only 3 weeks from delivering. So yeah. So that is it. I will see you guys next week for my 4-week update. Talk to you later. Bye. Hi, pretty girl. I'm hanging out in your crib. You're so big. Your crib's so big. You're so little. You're so little in your crib. Say hi, Mama. Hi, Mama. Oh, that's a biggie, huh? Yeah? You gonna tell me a story? You gonna tell Mommy a story? No, you don't got any stories to tell right now? You're so cute. Yeah. Yeah. You so excited? Oh, don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Oh, that's such a sad face. Hi, beautiful. Alright. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mommy.